How you doing?
Hi, Cody Collender.
Ian.
Nice to meet you.
Well, Cody, we both know why you're here. Interviewing for a personal trainer job at Top Flight Fitness. It's a beautiful facility.
It is.
Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, I am currently a senior at Mount Mercy University, where I am majoring in management with a sports emphasis. I recently got my personal training certification from the National Academy of Sports Medicine, and I am looking forward to using that certification here.
What do you like to do outside of work, Cody? What makes you tick?
Outside of work, well, obviously I love working out. Fitness of all kinds, sports, running, lifting. But if I had to name another big hobby of mine, it's definitely traveling. I'm actually going to Guatemala here in about a year. And in my eyes, you only have one life to live, and you might as well use that to your advantage. And for me, using that to my advantage means seeing the world, not just settling in one place.
Okay. Why should we hire you?
I'm a very, very motivated individual, and I know you probably hear that from a lot of different employees that you interview, but I really, truly have a deep passion for fitness, and not only for fitness itself, but just helping people. Just there's something about seeing someone make progress. Whether that's in a lift or in a diet or just in anything. As if I'm helping them and I'm seeing that smile, I'm seeing that excitement. It's telling me that I'm making this person's life better, and that means a lot. And I know working in the fitness industry, I have a chance to do that every day, and it's something that I truly love to do, and something I don't see as a job, rather as just something that I truly enjoy.
All right, so give it to me honestly. What is your biggest weakness?
My biggest weakness.
Your biggest weakness.
It would have to be when I tend to get overly stressed, I get disorganized, which means I tend to forget things. But I've been working on that a lot. I noticed that obviously eliminating certain stress occurrences that don't need to be there eliminates my tended to get disorganized. But if I do let it happen, I just lose track of stuff. Things get cluttered. That's basically my biggest weakness, but something that I'm handling pretty well at the moment.
Okay. On the flip side, what's your biggest strength?
Biggest strength, I'm a very good talker. I'm very social. I can talk to many different kinds of individuals, whether that person is, loud and outgoing or just shy and nervous. And that, to me, really works well in the fitness industry, because it could help bring a lot of different types of people that might have never would have came to here at Top Flight. Let's give an example. Let's say we have all these people working out that have been here for a while, yet there's some people that come by but are scared to commit, whether that's because they feel intimidated, they feel like there's too much pressure on them, and they're too scared to take a chance. Well, that's where I can come in. I can talk to those people. I can ease them into wanting to be here, because I'm good at that. I'm good at talking to people, and I can get on their level with that.
Very good, very good. Where do you see yourself in 5 years, Cody?
I see that question in two possible answers. I could see myself staying here, working myself up, whether that's getting a higher salary or just getting more clients, maybe even developing something new here, like a new workout routine, a workout philosophy, or something like that. But I also see myself, depending on how successful I get on a personal level, opening up my own gym. Probably not here, probably somewhere else, just because, like I said, I'm big on traveling. But yeah, one of those two options for sure.
All right. Tell me about a challenge, conflict, altercation you've had at work, and how you dealt with it?
Or, um, when I was the assistant coach last summer for my former high school, the varsity team. I was the hitting coach, and it kind of sucked at first because I didn't get to start working until mid-June because I had other stuff going on at Mount Mercy. So when I got there, it was kind of hard to settle in and get all these people to fully trust me because who's gonna completely put their faith in a coach that shows up, a quarter into the season. So with that, it was a bit of a struggle at first to try to gain all those players' trust, but eventually, I got to a good personal, emotional level with all of them. I got to know the players a little more. I worked with them. I showed them my knowledge of what I know about the game, about hitting, about fielding. And eventually, by the time sub-state rolled around, the playoffs, they really had gained my trust, and I actually gained some friendships along the way with them. They still text me for advice today, and that's just something to overcome. It's just a lot of resilience involved with that, and yeah, it's a proud moment.
Very good. What would you consider your greatest professional achievement?
Greatest professional achievement. Arguably, what I said right there is up there on the list because it involves not only helping a select number of individuals get better, which is, like I'm saying, what I've been saying, what I love to do, but also because I had to go through a lot of, resilience through that, and I think that shows a lot. There's been other times where I had to, kind of grind my way through obstacles, but that one truly sticks out the most because I really noticed a big difference in the before and after effect of being with those guys, and it's just from a professional standpoint, it felt good putting my job to good use.
All right, Cody. So you're the manager of this facility. What's your style?
Very laid back, down to earth. From my experiences at my other workplaces, I noticed that working in an environment where, the tone, the atmosphere is really laid back. Everyone's working hard. Everyone's doing their job, doing what they're supposed to do. But there's a certain vibe, going around the workplace where it's fun. People are enjoying what they're doing. And when people are putting in the hard work and enjoying doing it, the work's going to be good and it's going to be fun. And that's something I really strive to be a part of. That's something I really try to make happen in the workplace. So if I were to work in an environment where it was somewhat dull, I would be the one to try to brighten it up, make it more fun, but make sure that everyone's working hard and that we're all on the same page.
So that actually answered my next question about which type of work environment you would
Exactly.
prefer. So let's move on. What's your dream job, Cody?
Dream job. Just any job in the world.
What is your dream job?
Well, since I was probably about 10 years old, I've always wanted to be an actor. I've always been a very big movie person. I've seen a bunch of different films, a bunch of different genres. I love making scary movies from when I was 10 years old, where I owned my first video camera, all the way through even college. I'll make movies with my friends if they're down for it. And a lot of people always say that I'm a good actor, and it's a low-key kind of dream job that I really would love to have, and it's just something I thoroughly enjoy, and I feel like a dream job obviously has to be something you really enjoy.
Absolutely. I agree with that. So tell me, how would your coworkers, your former coworkers, your classmates, your peers describe you?
Easygoing, outgoing, yet very hardworking. I'm the guy that I really love bringing the life out of people. I can really converse with anybody, and I can bring the best out of all of them. Whether that person already has kind of a, you know, healthy, charming mindset. They already, let's say that person already knows how to act around people. I can enhance that. Even with certain people that are more don't talk as much, I can bring out the best in everyone. But the big thing with that is that although I'm able to do that and make things more fun and outgoing, I'm also good at making sure that everyone else is still on task, still on board, and not getting off topic with anything. Like I stated earlier, I think it's really big to enjoy what you're doing, to enjoy everyone else's company, but putting in the hard work that's necessary.
Good. Okay, so if you come into an altercation with a client or someone within the workplace, how do you tend to deal with that type of pressure or a situation like that, conflict?
I think the biggest thing is to try to eliminate the pressure. There's going to be times where there's always going to be pressure surrounding people. The biggest thing is, are you going to let that affect you? And for me, and I actually learned a lot of this through baseball, which is a huge mental game. You're always feeling pressure. There's always stress involved if you're striking out or not, things aren't going your way. So I really learned it through this, but you really just got to not let certain things affect you. And I know it sounds super simple, but if someone came up to me and they don't agree with my workout routine and they say that if I don't do something, I'm just giving out an example. If they say if I don't change some or do something, they're gonna stop being my client. I'm gonna talk them through it, obviously, but I'm not gonna be thinking super fast, a million miles per hour of what to do. You got to be relaxed. You got to talk to them. You got to get on the same level with them. Negotiate. Talking is key. Being vocal, explaining what you're feeling, and then having them explain their feelings and how you can work that out. I think that's also a really big thing. But just based on all that, it's all about just eliminating that pressure and kind of feeding off it in a positive way.
Very good. All right. Last big question. What's the last time you exercised leadership?
I actually have two good examples. One of them I mentioned earlier about me coaching those individuals for the baseball team at my high school. And by that, I displayed leadership by, obviously being their coach, and they looked up to me when it came down to that. But, I was a former alumni there. I played baseball, and I was, pretty successful there. So they knew me coming in that I knew what I was talking about. So by that, I'm already a bit of a leader because people expect that of me.
Inherent leadership.
Exactly. Like, it's kind of expected. So by that, I was shown a leader. But my other example is actually when at Mount Mercy, I developed my own workout routine. And if you'd like to hear anything about that, I'll explain, but I'll just keep going with this here. And these people I worked with like 5 guys from the baseball team. I developed my own workout routine and all that. But if they ever needed help with anything, whether that was how to do a lift or what am I supposed to eat, how much am I supposed to eat, they're always looking for me for that. And by that, I'm showing leadership by kind of explaining what it is they got to do. And I also have to make sure when I am working out with them and that I have to be doing the things that I'm showing them to do. Otherwise, they might not feel like it's not important if I'm not doing it. So it's very important to do that. You can't only talk the talk, you got to walk the walk.
It's a nice motto. If you were an animal, which would you be and why?
Animal.
Any animal.
I'd love to be probably a lion, just because they have characteristics that I see in myself, and that's strength, courage, leadership abilities. Plus, they're respected, and I think being a personal trainer and helping these people get better, whether that's physically, mentally, emotionally, you gain your respect that way, and it's hard earned respect, and that's something I strive for. But not only that, I just love lions.
Well, Cody, it seems like you have at least a decent sense of humor as well. So, do you have any questions for me? Is there anything I can help you out with?
I think I'm good. I think we covered mostly everything. So.
All right. Well, you will either hear back from us, or you won't. So.
All right. Well.
It's been nice getting to know you.
Yep. Thank you for your time.
Absolutely.